Thank you for listening to today's episode of Morons of Madness. Please visit our social media pages and give us a like and follow. Every like, follow, share, and download helps get us out there and get ears on what we're doing. Please also leave us a review on iTunes and Facebook, as well as visit our Patreon page. All links are in the description below. Now, on to your scheduled episode.
When last we left our adventurers, Vernon, Annie, and Robert. Oh no, Robert just walked outside.
I just walked outside.
So Annie and Vernon are asleep in the house.
Because I couldn't sleep.
Yep.
I was looking for
Robert, Charles, Heinrich, and Mr. Spanish are
January 6th,
standing outside,
1922,
and they have
London.
just uncovered.
5 adventurers gather,
You
drawn
see
together by
a
a mysterious
large
plot designed by a
wooden door
dreadhead.
that
Drawn
looks like
together
it
to
has
embark on a
warps,
journey from the River
and
Thames
there are
to the
rocks,
shores of the Bosphorus.
protruding in ways that you
Traveling
don't
through
think
Europe on a
they should have
coal-powered
protruded.
palace, they'll combat terrors,
Door
ancient
looks
and new.
basically impossible.
They'll
to open.
see the wounds of
unless
the
you take
World
some
War
tools.
just recently ended,
It's a
and the rumblings of
cellar,
another
it's
is
in
coming.
No. You've
They'll
dug down
experience
and the
opulence
angles
rarely
have come
seen,
to a
and terrors
okay.
completely vertical.
roll now for the
Took a
horror.
foot.
hinges. What side is that?
It's on the left side.
Are the hinges visible from my side of the door?
No.
Okay, so that means the door opens in. So we should probably start kicking it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is there obviously there was a tool shed of some sorts for them to find a shovel, correct?
I'm
gonna-
there is a small shed in the back.
Can I go rummaging through it to see if I can find like a pickaxe or something?
Or a hoe.
I didn't get any perception or spot hidden on any of that.
You see a pinking shear.
I'm gonna grab whatever I can.
You grab the pinking shear.
Is there anything else that I see?
There's a lot of stuff, but you only recognize the pinking shear. It's dark.
All right, that's great.
Come back and get the lantern and take
Yeah,
a look.
I'm gonna bring this over there, and I'm going to let them know that this is what I was able to see in the dark, and I hand it to whoever, and I request that Mr. Spanish, who has the lantern, follows.
Forgot Charles still has his gun out.
I'm requesting for Mr. Spanish to follow me with the lantern so we can find more things.
Do I have to? I don't like it. It's,
Mr. Spanish, are you ready to go with? We're gonna go find
it's,
some more.
it's so dark. And
I understand, but this is a new opportunity for you to see new worlds.
Also, as Christian's friend, you probably have a better idea of what he's got for tools. So
That makes absolutely no sense. Do you go through your friend's tool sheds?
when I help them, like build a garage.
I haven't built a
Put up a
look
barn.
Look at the house. I haven't. There hasn't been an addition in almost a century.
Okay, you don't just like assist around with
I know
chores
Christian
and
as
jobs?
like
Can I
a
take-
guy in town. I
Fine,
don't-
give me the lantern and I will come back with things.
But then it'll be dark. And I don't like the dark.
You're really whiny.
Does somebody have a lighter?
Don't burn the place down, please.
Charles has a
I
lighter.
literally brought a
It's my
lantern with me.
Alright.
I'm going to get somebody else's lantern. I'm gonna take out of my satchel my own lantern and lighter.
While standing there with Mr. Spanish watching you.
Come with me. I don't want to come with you. I'll just do it myself then.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Come with me. I don't want to. Well, fine. Give me your lantern. I don't want to. Oh, fine. I'll use my own.
Charles, now I don't want to disparage the people that you
Failed flirtation attempt.
are like hanging with, but like they're not bright.
Listen, choose them as teammates. We're all on a conjoined mission that was set by somebody else just because of how fate overturned our lives.
I get there. What do I see?
You see a tool shed full of tools. There's like a saw.
I'm gonna grab an axe. I'm gonna grab whatever I can
Okay,
that,
you get an
that's
axe
going to be able to sway
and a
it.
pitchfork. So you bring those tools.
Yes.
You couldn't have found like something more useful.
Besides
Mr.
an
Spanish
axe,
Snippy.
a saw, and a pitchfork. I don't see that you're doing anything, Mr. Spanish, if that is even your real name.
I am holding the lantern.
Yeah, that's great.
And I have been out here for 2 hours.
And that's even better.
And your lanky
Right.
ass didn't show up until about 5 minutes ago.
I also have a lantern now.
We could just open the door.
Do you
No.
want the axe?
I will take an axe.
I'll take the pitchfork.
Sounds great. What do you have?
A shovel that I've been
So that
using
leaves
to
you
dig
with
for
a
2
saw.
hours.
Yeah.
You have the handsaw.
So if one of us puts a hole in it and you can get the saw.
Yeah, that is it.
Yep, and that's the goal. I aim for near the hinges first.
Okay. Everyone
With
roll
vertical
a
strikes.
I'm not
unarmed.
gonna roll anything because
I'm
No,
gonna
you're gonna roll an
take a
unarmed.
break.
Okay.
What
you're not
kind
gonna-
of noise are they making? Just wondering.
trying to fucking hack into a
Right, but can like we hear it? Like, can we wake up from
roll a spot hidden at disadvantage.
Wait, what house are you staying? Oh yeah, you are
it? In
staying
the
here.
house. I'm in.
Yeah, I was
Because
just
other
about to
people
say.
thought that we were
Spot
gone.
in at disadvantage.
Mr. Spanish got a 17.
Yeah,
He's
I
upstairs with
definitely
a blanket.
don't hear a thing. I got a 91 for the first rolls.
What'd you
It's
roll?
my goal, though.
I'm standing and watching because I doubt there's enough
Of
room
course you are.
for 3 people to bash on a door.
There's
I'm surprised that no axe has slipped in swinging.
There's-
no
there's
saw has slipped.
2 men
I
swinging.
haven't-
There's
Like,
there's
just-
room for you to make an attack with your.
There's
Shove.
probably just enough room for 2 people.
you were also down there right away.
I've also been
Mr.
digging for 2 hours.
That is fair. I did make him. dig.
Okay, fine. Mr. Spanish got a 17. So are you gonna make a roll?
I did. I had a 42 under my 65.
Okay. The door splinters but remains standing. You're pretty confident with a good strength roll you could push your way through. All right, strength
Another
roll.
swing. Nope.
I feel like that.
Mr. Spanish. So what happens is, you and Mr. Spanish both go running at the door. You clip the side of the stonework, so you just kind of stay there, and Spanish goes through the door, sprawling out.
And I am safe on the other side. Okay, so he is inside.
Guys, can I get a light? I think I sprayed something.
I walk in after them.
Shovel?
Yeah, I still got everything.
Oh, I also have my knife with me.
Heinrich, you might want to grab the axe.
Oh, okay. Pick up the axe.
So you see a hallway, but it is split with roots from a nearby tree, blocking your way. Can everyone roll me a spot hidden?
Yes.
Do I get advantage because I'm holding the lantern?
Come on, man.
That means you can make the roll.
It means the light's too close to your face and it's
I
actually a
got
hindrance.
it. Alright, so what do I see?
You see the roots terminate in a 5-way juncture.
So like a hand? There's like 5 different tunnels?
No, like the roots terminate in 5 like
Oh, and that's what we kind of had to like
tendrils.
break through.
Yeah, you have to break through that.
Oh, so we still have to get through this.
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to point with the lantern, and I'm going to show Mr. Charles that he needs to bust through these with his axe.
Alright, walking up behind them as he's showing this, I will take the axe and bust through them.
That's a lot of physical labor.
I literally just got done digging a hole for 2 hours.
Yeah. He has a saw. We could just saw through these roots.
I feel like an axe would be quicker.
He's
How
already-
big around are these roots?
Each tendril is probably an arm size. The big one probably.
How many of them do we also have to break through to get through? Like, can we crawl over it? Can we crawl
If you break
under
a
it?
couple, you could probably squeeze through.
Oh, if they're
To be
just
honest-
that big, you should just cut them.
Fine, I start sawing
Okay.
with my one arm as I'm holding.
Okay. Roll a dex.
I got a 5.
You get through 2. Vernon, you dream of back in the hallway of the original temple that you had uncovered a year before, and you see your wife, and she is screaming. You go through
made
2,
it
so
that
you need to
far.
go through 3 more.
I got a 100. No, that did nothing.
Do you want to
Did you
push
roll
it?
100?
I rolled all zeros.
Okay. Your choice is to push it, or your saw breaks.
We're pushing it. I got a 12.
Oh, thank God.
You get through 2 more, and your saw breaks.
Hey guys,
So-
we need to get through this one.
That's the last one?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll just walk up to it and take the axe and just with the head.
Short stroking it.
Okay.
Last fine.
Roll the dex. You can push it.
You probably should.
I don't see the need of pushing it to potentially chop my hand off. So, not going to push it.
I understand you're tired. I take the axe from him and I go for it.
Roll an dex.
Oh.
Do you roll 100 too?
Oh no, my dex is 75. I've got good dex. Hey guys, 61. I passed this.
Oh, cool.
You chop off the last bit, and you expose the rest of the hallway. You can now kind of shimmy through. You find that the hallway continues on straight, and there are 3 rooms on each side.
So there's a total of 6 rooms and a main hallway.
Yep, and you can see that it terminates at a farther point in another room.
Okay.
Well, I mean, no use in taking all night. We have 2 lanterns. Say we make parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Spanish asks, can I stay with you, Charles? Please, I don't trust that one.
What one?
He literally pointed at you.
I don't trust Robert. I don't trust Robert. And he takes his finger and he brings it all the way to Robert's face and he's like, this one, I don't like this one. Also, that one's a crowd. They killed my family in the first war.
Actually, that's completely understandable.
Thanks.
We can talk about baseball.
We're going left. The Kraut and I are going left.
Right?
Right?
Right. Everyone walks into rooms containing torture implements, cages, and skeletons. I'm going to roll a d4. 1 and 2 were Mr. Spanish and Charles, and 3 and 4 were Robert and Heinrich. 1. Great.
Charles.
Oh, I hope it's the ghoul.
We walk into a room and we see a chase lounge against one door. And 2 skeletons are chained together, one in the rotting remains of a bridal veil. Roll sanity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be sanity for you.
This doesn't go well for Charles.
Don't bode well at all.
Oh, but you're fine.
20.
51.
130. Yeah.
Neither of us are sanity. We are completely unfazed by this.
It's too dark in here. Like I'm not really picking up on what's going on there.
You have a lantern.
He has a lantern.
Yeah. I hold it up to a weird, Mr. Spanish holds it up to a weird angle, and he's like, I'm pretty sure that one's wearing a kilt.
Yes.
Weird. I
Oh,
didn't know
this
that they
is
were
casting
killing
Weird. It's just
Scots.
got all those cobwebs over it like that.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I didn't think they killed Scots in the French Revolution, or the France Revolution. As we all navigate through these ghastly prison rooms, you all become aware of a dim light ahead coming from the room at the end of the hall. Anyone have navigate they want to roll?
Nope.
12? Are you kidding? 12? I'll burn 2 luck for that. I make it.
Okay. You can tell that this final room is exactly beneath the outer wall and gate.
It's beneath the outer wall.
And gate.
Oh,
Yeah, so this is
like
is
under,
beyond.
like it's under the property line.
Yep.
Oh, so this is a huge basement.
A faint glow comes from the roses of fantastic colors in this final room. Aquamarine, violet, orange, and grass green. These flowers hang from thick rose vines, which have an oily black sheen and drip black ichor from long thorns. The vines have grown through the remains of those who were died, so that they support the bent and twisted skeletons, which are thus tormented even in death. Flowers bloom in empty sockets, sockets, and the vines have pulled the dead into strange poses. At the base of this mass lies an arm, a statuesque arm.
Oh.
It is human-sized and glows faintly. Everyone roll sanity.
Fine. 22.
I'm fine.
I'm
34.
Okay, everyone but Heinrich take 1, and Heinrich take 4.
I make a run for it.
Thank you.
I go for that arm. I want that arm.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like leaving. I was just like, that's
Yeah,
someone like you.
What?
I thought that was him for a second.
Can I see if there's anything else of interest in this room while he's
Flowers.
running for it?
I wish to take possession of this arm before anyone else can take possession of this arm.
I'm gonna because I see Mr. Highland running for it. Can I start backing up?
Sure.
Sounds great.
I'm gonna need you to roll a dex, Charles.
Because you're running.
In the dark, as spot on.
I've
75,
got the
75.
lantern and Robert's
Okay.
weapon. It's just
So you manage to deftly reach your arm through thickets of vines and thorns, and you grab a hold of the arm. You're gonna have to take some time to cut some things in the way to get it out without scratching
With
yourself.
the shears.
I take the shears out of my pocket with my other hand. I
All right.
swap the gun for the shears.
So you shear some vines. The moment that you take the arm out, the vines begin to die, and the flowers begin to decay.
And now the next time you
Yeah, but
let
how
go-
do I feel?
Next time you let go of that arm. Oh, I'm sorry, pal.
Robert, can you roll me a spot hidden?
Yeah. I don't make it. I don't see anything.
Okay. Vernon, in your dream, your wife has lost her left arm. Now
Okay.
you wake up. Roll sanity.
Now I wake up.
That was super realistic and very unpleasant.
Yes, I'm fine.
It
There's one
definitely-
Man, I say we stay no longer than we must. To the exit.
That's great. I'm
There's no way forward.
Okay, I need you to roll spot hidden. I need Charles and Heinrich both to roll spot hiddens, as will Mr. Spanish.
you see it.
I succeeded.
Success.
So does Mr. Spanish. All three of you see a mist slowly coalescing on the floor behind you.
Does the path continue past
Nope,
the arm?
this is the end of
Okay.
the way.
Yeah.
You guys still continue leaving?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so we just see a mist and then. Okay. There's no other pathways? or
Pointing
anything?
out.
It was just-
So the mist is just like filling the room, or does it seem to have a directionality to it?
It seems to be kind of filling the room and circling in that room.
Yeah, I've seen enough crazy shit in my life. No, truly, fellows, let's run. I suggest that running is the best way to handle this situation.
Is it just in one room or is it in both sides?
It's only in the room. As you start running down the hall, the mist kind of flows up and blinds you all, extinguishing the lights.
Oh, that's great.
Yep. So all four of you are currently in a pitch black hallway.
Can I take out my lighter?
See if you can fumble for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Okay. You fumble for your lighter
I can't find it.
as you're running in the dark, and it's just you feel like it. You feel it in your pocket, and you bring it out, and it's just you fumble as you're running, and it's gone. You drop it in the darkness.
Sounds great. Yeah, I don't stay.
You hear a call from Mr. Spanish. This way, guys. I think I found the exit.
I'm gonna look for it. It was probably like a fairly not well lit night, but there had to have been a partial moon, and there was a door that was open. I'm gonna go towards the light.
There was very little light out that
I
time.
mean, we walked
Yeah, also,
into
like,
It's
we
also raining,
turned,
remember?
Like we
No,
went
it's
in,
not.
and
We
then
went deeper
turned.
into it, yeah.
It's a straight shot.
Yeah, it's literally a straight shot. So I'm going to go.
But there's
like,
still like roots in the way. Roll me listen.
LLL.
Should we all be?
Oh yeah, listen. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Nope. God, I hate these die.
It's a banshee.
Nope. Oh my god.
Okay, you failed once.
No,
Don't
I know.
keep
I'm
re-rolling.
just rolling again to see how bad this is going to turn out.
I'd like to live. I will burn 4 luck to make mine.
Okay. Charles,
honest, wait,
you
wait.
hear?
Wait, let's. I'm gonna burn luck because it's not that much. It's only 13 that I have to burn.
Remember when I
I'm
burned
just gonna
my
say
cat
this.
line?
It might not be worth it. You can just.
Wait for me
But
to
you don't-
call out.
Also, maybe
Can I push it?
is worth it. Yeah, push it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a feeling you're not going to want to
I'm fine.
listen
I'm
to what's
fine.
going
I'm
on.
fine.
I have
It's
a
fine.
feeling that
I'm
you
okay with not
something
pushing
that
it
makes me
and not
really
hearing
understand
it.
That voice we heard
You-
wasn't
you're
actually
okay?
Spanish.
Yeah.
Charles, you make it outside, and Mr. Spanish is there. Is like, do you have a lighter? We have a lantern. I could light the lantern, and help him. Do you have your lighter?
How are you out here already?
I managed to find my way out.
That wasn't your voice that we heard in there?
Yeah, I said, come here through the doorway. Follow my voice.
Yeah, but you're echoing off the back wall.
Okay.
I'm concerned you're misdirecting people on accident.
No, He literally walks up. He's like, "Hey guys, follow my voice. Guys, follow over here." I don't know what you want from me, Charles. Don't be mad, please.
Yeah,
Just
sure. Lantern.
lighter. Okay.
I pull out my lighter since there's more light out here than there is in there.
Yeah, and so he lights the lantern and he puts it at the very front of the exit, and waves it around so the light is
All
bouncing
right,
off.
sounds great. I run towards it.
Maybe go.
Okay.
A
I
few
need both
times.
of you. I need both of you to roll a dex.
Seriously, while you're waiting, go. Ooh,
Success.
That's a good joke.
I got
Under
it.
half.
I got it. A 59 to my 60.
Okay. Heinrich, you managed to make it out totally okay.
Okay.
As you're running, Robert,
Yeah.
you wouldn't see this yet, but the three of us, Charles, Heinrich, and Mr. Spanish see the mist kind of coalesce and come out of the tunnel and reach out for the lantern and snuff it and recede back into the tunnel. Hey, Robert,
Yeah.
roll me a spot hidden.
I see it.
You see the fingers before they grab your shoulder,
Yeah.
and you have a vice grip on your shoulder as
I'm-
it pulls you back.
I'm going to swing with the lantern.
Okay, roll me an unarmed.
Yeah, I didn't. I missed.
Okay, you swing your lantern back, and you hit something, but it doesn't do the effect.
No.
No.
I'm gonna scream out.
You hear in a hissing voice, "Find the pieces. Bring me my statue." And then he lets go and pushes you, and you stumble out the exit.
Oh, that sounds great.
Is there a
Sanity
sanity?
roll in this?
Yep, there is. Roll sanity.
Was there a sanity for the snuffing out of the lantern?
Yeah, there should be. Everyone roll sanity.
So I need to roll 2 sanities.
No, you didn't see the mist.
I'm
No, I
perfect.
saw it. I saw it snuff out my lantern.
You
No,
never got your
that
lantern.
was a long
That-
time
that
ago.
was
That was different.
that was
Yeah.
different.
Oh, so I'm just gonna roll my sanity once.
Okay, one.
I'm good.
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay, you take 2.
That sounds good.
Okay.
To be honest, that ruined my sanity.
Charles, you have an arm. A third arm.
Yes.
I'm going to stumble out. I'm going to tell Charles, because I know he has a gun, that there's something in there and he needs to go and kill it now.
Go back.
Could we just, Mr. Spanish bites up, why don't we just bury the hole?
No,
Bury the
no,
hole.
no. There's something in there. It's evil. There's something in that hole. It grabbed me. I don't know what it is. It told me to bring the statue back.
Great. I hand the pinking shears back to him and I say, by all means, go stab it.
There's something in the hole that is evil, and it wants us to bring the statue back here.
And it never came out of the hole. while it was buried. So, shovels.
Shovel? Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the shovel and start filling the hole.
As you both pick up a mound of dirt,
Can I see them shoveling outside the window?
you never. Oh, you're
I
waking
did
up.
wake up.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna point
Well,
out
I guess
there
it's
is no
fine.
way that he would ever say, "I'm not going to go down there and kill it." I'm just pointing this out.
I like.
I mean,
He
might
is
have a
way
So,
too deranged.
so while I
Yeah.
normally would agree with you, he just picked up the arm, and he knows that the arm is incredibly important. Actually, you know what, Charles, it's up to you. Robert brings up a very good point,
Yes.
though.
Right now, if that thing came out into the yard, oh, fight's on. Like, because I can't get away from it at that point. It's proving to me that there is no exit strategy. But this, whatever is down here has chosen to go back in. It is not pursuing. It is not harming. You were let go. And another thing is, if this thing is supernaturally strong, it could have removed the door itself and the dirt. There's nothing special about that door. It's a wooden door. So filling this hole back in, it will stay put by choice. Because it was already staying put by choice.
The arm there with it.
Yes, but now it wants us to bring the rest. It's not going to leave and go get the rest on its own. It is playing us as its minions. And as long as we allow it to believe that it is playing us as its minions, we can get the jump on it later. I say we fill the hole, we make a cross, and in the morning we get someone to consecrate this ground.
Charles, are you going in or are you going out?
I am staying out, and we only have the one shovel, so I am with bare hands assisting in moving dirt back into this hole.
Instead of me assisting, I'm going to gather my items and go
And
inside.
go home. He's gonna go home. Back to London.
Fair enough. You go back inside.
Oh, I go back inside. Am I tired enough at this point to fall asleep?
Roll sanity.
Are you scared enough?
It's not about tired.
Yeah,
It's never been
insomnia. No matter how tired you are, you
Oh.
can still stay awake.
This is, to be honest, this is prime time to.
Also, like, there's a lot of adrenaline going on right now, probably. Some
You did just
dread.
get grabbed
Not
by an
again.
entity.
Sleep.
I'm writing music tonight
Okay.
because I rolled one above my sanity.
Where are
Is
you
that
writing it
3 nights in a
exactly,
row?
Robert?
No, it's just one night. This is my first night.
Robert,
last
where
night
are
you
you
were-
writing?
No, this is the same night.
Okay.
He probably brings a notepad with him.
Where are you writing the music?
On the same thing that I wrote.
No, where in the building?
Oh, I have to find. I found a piano, and then I saw them. So I'm going to the piano, and I'm gonna plunk out some music. Oh, and I'm wearing.
And I'm
the,
awake.
4 in the morning.
I'm also
Does
wearing.
the family wake up?
Dave, I'm wearing the rings.
Yeah, we'll deal with you in a second. As
Alright,
Heinrich
still
and
filling
Mr.
the hole.
Spanish are filling the hole, Charles, you take a moment to inspect the arm. It's smooth and relatively featureless, like china. It's cool to the touch. Inspected carefully, a repeating pattern of arms can be seen in the ceramic.
Left or right? Left or right arm?
The left arm. Feels like it's yours. It weighs the same as a regular arm somehow, despite being made of solid stone or ceramic. It looks brand new, like it hadn't been sitting in dirt and such in the cellar.
Is it still glowing?
It is no longer glowing. You notice that. It's like a full human
Okay.
flesh arm. Robert, you feel like you are playing your absolute best tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Do I need to write a compose? Or
Yeah, roll a compose.
Oh, this is going to be stunning. Do I get to do this at advantage because of the rings? I don't remember what the rings do.
Not this.
Do you want to snuff real quick and
Oh.
use that as a
I assume you've snuffed.
I have a feeling this might snuff the family.
And me.
I didn't.
And Annie.
I didn't
Annie
compose
woke up.
that well, but I still composed
I mean,
something.
you
I
could
didn't
wake up
sleep.
again.
It's a shot of
Out of 75. Should I push this? Because
you have never felt like you have written something better.
Oh, sounds great. What do they hear?
Yes, I'm awake.
Yeah. Oh, they hear nothing.
Do I hear clanking downstairs?
You don't hear anything.
I mean, of like human footsteps. That minute?
You hear him walk inside.
Okay. Could I walk downstairs to see the person who came in?
Literally, it's me
yeah.
sitting backwards with the piano.
No, you
He's
see,
sitting at the kitchen counter.
you see Robert sitting at the piano, and he is playing furiously, pausing momentarily to write or scribble things on sheet music, and just you can see his hair flopping back and forth, and sweat is pouring down his face, and you hear nothing. You don't even hear the keys being depressed. It is though he is in absolute silence.
But the keys are being depressed.
You see his hands pushing thing. It's an upright,
Right.
And part of it is stripped away, and you see the hammers striking the strings, but it is silent.
As though he were in a vacuum.
Roll sanity.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d4. 2. What do you do?
I tap him on the shoulder.
He doesn't feel it.
No. I am so into this.
I feel like I would persist though, trying to Robert.
You can't shake him. He is furious. You can barely get your arm on his shoulder for the amount of movement that his body is swaying back and forth.
Can I run to the kitchen, grab a glass of water?
Yeah.
Okay, I grab it. Vernon grabs a glass of water, comes back to throw it in Robert's face.
You splash him in the face, and it just adds to the drenched look of the sweat pouring from his brow. He looks like he has been playing for hours. You know that he's only been playing for a few minutes.
So I call outside to bring in the men.
Oh, so they all get to see this.
So I call out to Charles, Mr. Spanish, and Heinrich.
We're still filling the
Yeah,
hole.
they're all still filling the
I can
hole.
still tell you.
So Mr. Spanish pokes his head up like a gopher. You see his head come up over like the hill. It's like, what? Can we help you, Vernon? Do you need something?
Vernon
we're
is going to roll
busy.
a persuade.
Okay, well, I just want you to know that
Well,
we're so very busy
I
over
know,
here.
but he's still going to roll a persuade. And I got a 2.
What do you need, Vernon?
Something is wrong with Robert. He's playing the piano so dramatically and you can't hear a thing. Yet he is pressing the keys. You must come in and see. I cannot get him to snap out of it.
And he says to Charles and Heinrich, he says, guys, why don't you fill in the hole? I'm going to go check inside.
Just slap him.
Okay, I'll take that into consideration. And you just see Mr. Spanish cracks his knuckles and gets his slapping hand all loose, and he just kind
He
of...
doesn't like Robert, so it's not.
He's just kind of coming in. And you see him walk in, and yeah, you know what? You are on the couch, completely dry, 100% asleep. Thanks for taking the initiative on that.
I do not make it.
4.
4?
You take 4.
I did just fine.
Yeah, weird. Staying in your room and ignoring everybody that does it for you.
I'm having a great snooze.
Can I
I'm
wake
an officer.
Robert up?
Yeah.
Shake him awake?
Yeah. Robert, you feel like you just sat down.
Oh.
You didn't go to sleep. You can't go to sleep and have insomnia.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What?
Wake up, Robert!
What,
Wake up!
What is it? What's going? I'm trying to sleep.
You, just a minute ago, I just walked out of the room and came back with Mr. Spanish. You were playing so intensely and nothing was coming out of the piano. And yet I come back to find you sprawled out on the lounge.
I'm not really sure
Asleep.
what. Out of game. Does Robert remember?
Is there
Oh,
music
yeah.
sitting on top of the piano?
No.
Yes. There's 100% new sheet music in your handwriting on the piano.
Vernon goes to grab it and
Roll
shows it to
sanity.
Robert. Vernon grabs it, shows it to you. Is this not your handwriting?
It is, but I don't know what this is. This is madness.
Play it and see.
Mr.
if you
Spanish
remember.
is sitting there itching with a hand, and he says, I saw this in Mozambique once. And he just hauls off and smacks Robert right in the face. He says, that'll draw some sense into you. You wrote this music, didn't you?
Play it, Robert.
You want me to play what this is?
I couldn't hear it
Did
before.
you write this music?
I don't know.
Smack!
Can I persuade again?
Did you write this music?
20, yes. I persuade you to play.
That's fine. I go and I plunk out whatever this is. Do I
Now,
get to do
before...
a music
Wait,
composer
wait
this?
1 moment. Let me grab everyone else.
Like, you can roll a power. but not.
At thrice disadvantage roll. Go with me on this.
Oh, damn it, Dave.
I failed it on this.
Keep going. I want to see if you critically fail.
It wasn't to give you more chances. You don't understand.
I got an 8
Okay, it's obviously not going to count.
and a 50.
Okay.
I got an 86, which really screwed that.
Okay. You sit down at the piano. Vernon, you bring everyone back in. By this time, you guys have managed to fill in enough that you feel comfortable.
I wake up.
Oh, okay. Enough.
Okay,
I feel
okay.
comfortable.
Well, it's fine.
What's enough?
Okay. Vernon says, "Come inside and watch Robert play the piano."
Quite important. I'm quite
Why
enthusiastic
do
about
we
it.
need to watch
Because,
Robert?
Heinrich, do you not trust me?
We must play this
Probably
whole
not.
life
I do.
hang in the balance.
And Mr. Spanish actually says, you know, honestly, watching a guy play piano or locking an evil in a cellar, I'm going to have to go back out and help. And so Mr. Spanish goes back outside and helps them go back to digging. You walk back inside, and you look at Robert.
I wake up
trying-
Annie, though. Because she's part of our party. She's part of the party.
Also,
Well,
music.
I think would Robert be playing by the time?
No, I
we
told
come back
Robert,
in?
wait, let me grab everyone.
Does he take the initiative though to just start playing?
No, I'm probably gonna wait because I'm probably trying to decipher what the fuck this is.
So, yes, I go to wake up Annie.
What's the
Okay.
tempo? What's
Annie.
the timing? What is that
Annie,
symbol right there?
you must awake.
What is
In the
it?
six,
It's
six,
not
six,
morning.
I think.
Yes.
Robert
you
was
created
downstairs
your own
playing and nothing
notation.
came out of the piano, but he wrote music.
typical.
We have to go listen to what he wrote. It's so peculiar, we must
Why?
listen as a group.
I really prefer not to.
Annie,
I was having a delightful dream.
I would hate to throw water on you.
What was Annie doing?
Annie was dreaming about the fact that she was sleeping.
You are as young as my
She was
daughter.
dreaming of all of your death. No, not actually.
So she really is like.
No.
You're the age of my
She was having
daughter.
a dream of
You will come down
performing.
and listen to the music.
You gonna
Threaten to
persuade
put-
him, or
threaten-
because like
Yeah, can I make a counter persuasion?
Threaten to
It's
put
a power.
over your knee.
Sure.
I didn't make. I got a 34 to my 25.
I did not get my persuade.
what about your power? Because you're
Oh,
trying
power? Oh, I
No.
crushed that.
So she.
I'm really
she
hard to
waves
persuade
you-
in things.
She waves you off.
Yeah, I said.
You go back downstairs.
Fine, I hate you.
I say, enjoy your second-rate music, and I go back to sleep.
And I am quite disappointed in you. And I walk. And I slam the door because I'm furious.
You
my
go
streak
downstairs,
from my
and Robert is trying to play. Robert, you look at the fingering of like the piano. It's impossible. You couldn't do this with 20 fingers.
You know.
And they're in weird positions. This is nonsense. This makes no sense. It's impossible to play. You've written an impossible piece.
And
That
then
you're-
I don't remember.
That you're fairly certain sounds incredibly terrible. It's incredibly dissonant.
Yeah.
This makes no sense. And after a while, you guys fill the hole in, and you put the cross on top. And
So do you think
right
that
around
this
this
is
time
part
the
of
sun
the-
rises?
Sedekar?
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Assuredly.
Okay, good.
None of us got any sleep.
No, Annie.
I
I got plenty of sleep.
And
I didn't break.
Of sleep.
And technically, Vernon got like half a night.
Maybe.
I mean,
Oh,
he
yeah.
got woken up in a terrible way.
Yeah.
But,
I'd say you got like 6 hours probably. Went to bed at 10, woke up at like 4.
so
I probably
it's
got
next
like
morning.
12.
Oh,
so it's the
you're
next morning.
Right out of bush, yeah. Yeah. It's the next morning in Poissy.
Saturday, the 13th.
You have your arm.
I find the nearest stonework, slab, rock
Are we
wall,
meeting all as a group?
Something of considerable, density.
Okay, there's a stone wall all along the.
Concrete, something. And I'm baseball batting the hand.
Okay.
Yep.
Strength.
Try and break this sucker. 6.
Okay. You swing it against the rock wall, and it just ricochets right off. And as it leaves, the thumb of the statue gouges your left hand.
They were trying to destroy it.
The rest of you notice that as the rest of the family wakes up, they're all in a great mood. Their maladies, all left centered, are gone. The big scarred hand on Christian healed. The burn marks on Quiddy's hand disappeared. The arthritic tangled mass that was the mother's hand, it's normal. She's perfectly fine. And then there's Charles with a cut across the back of his left hand. And what you can only imagine is the start of your misfortune. And you look at the hand where you struck, there's a massive cut in the rock, and the hand is unblemished. You're confident if you took your gun out and shot the hand, you would be more worried about a ricochet than any damage you would cause.
Do we know, at this point I know he has the hand, correct?
Mhm.
Do I recognize what hand it is?
Well, do you see him? Because
Well, that's why I asked if we met.
Okay,
as a
you
group.
hear him trying to. You hear it, and you see him with the statue arm.
Okay. I go out to him to see what he's doing. Charles, what?
He's nursing his wounded hand.
Oh, you do.
I think it's safe for us to say that this is our first piece of the statue.
You should let me examine it, as I'm the archaeologist.
You should help me find a way to dissolve it.
I would not destroy such a priceless artifact.
Oh, you'd only break your way into tombs and other priceless locations and break your way through all that.
Aren't we supposed to notify someone? Mr. Smith's connection?
There was no demand of that.
I thought we were supposed to connect with them when we...
What if we just ship it to him?
Not actually.
And with that, we'll end this first chapter.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of Morons of Madness. We've been uploading since February of 2019, thinking that no one would listen. However, in the short time of 5 months, we have over 600 unique downloads with listeners in every region of the world. This truly blows our minds, and we couldn't do this without each and every one of you. As we wrap up this season of Horror on the Orient Express, we want to inform you on what you can expect next from the Morons of Madness. We will be transitioning into our homebrew campaign of D&D, called the Silver Quadrille. We hope that every one of you will continue to listen to us as our morons traverse the world of D&D.